Hi there. My name is Chris. I'm 39 years old. I'm a single mother of two wonderful girls. And I have multiple sclerosis. Let me begin by just kind of going over a couple things, from the day I found out I was diagnosed with MS. July 2nd, 2011. I went to the emergency room after falling on my bedroom floor. I'm back in the triage unit probably about 30 minutes before the doctors come in. They looked at my eyes, they checked my hands, they checked muscle movement in my legs, and they said, well, you know what, we'll be back in a few minutes. A few minutes passed by. I'm in this room by myself and I'm checking things out. They come back in and say, you know what, we don't even have to give you a spinal tap. What? So now I'm thinking to myself, God, okay, what is so serious that, I would have had to need a spinal tap for? They look at me and said, you have what we call RRMS. Relapsing remitting multiple sclerosis. That scared the living shit out of me. Here I am, finally getting my life back together, getting me and my daughters where we need to be, and now I'm being told I have this illness. For me, it sounded like a death sentence because I had watched an aunt of mine years ago be diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and a few years after her diagnosis, she unfortunately passed away. So now I'm thinking, oh God, is this going to be a death sentence? What am I going to do? Well, seems everything has worked out this far. I had the symptoms prior to it and everything else. I actually had to read up on it when I first got diagnosed so I didn't, lose my mind. And come to find out, I'd been noticing these symptoms for years. But I pretty much wrote them off as, normal day-to-day occurrences. I could explain the trouble with my eyes. Oh, I'm tired. I could explain the brain fog. Oh, I just didn't drink enough cups of coffee that day. The foot drop. Maybe I just slept on my foot or something. Or sat on my foot. The forgetfulness, I could put it off to stress. I was in the middle of a divorce. I just lost a really close family relative. I was in a position where I was under a lot of stress. So I just pretty much thought, okay, well, all those things, it is what it is. So I do apologize because I do lose my focus pretty easy. So bear with me just a little bit longer and we'll get through this. The reason why I want to do a video is because I just kind of want to show my day-to-day, going through, taking care of my kids, taking care of a home, and how I'm doing as far as with my symptoms and the way we go about and kind of work them into our daily life. I'm not going to introduce my daughters right away, probably a couple videos down the way. But the more we get used to doing these videos and putting them out there, we're going to show a little bit more of our day-to-day lives. The good, the bad, and the ugly of how this all works. Because not everybody that has MS has the same things going on for them. And if you are one of the MS fighters, you know this. I'm pretty sure a majority of you have the brain fog, and it sucks. I know you've got to have the fatigue. I've got that fatigued where you never feel like yourself. Let's see what other things are on there. Oh no, just different things. We go about our diagnosis and our daily lives in different ways. And I think this video for me, you know, if I do go doing more down the way, I want to be able to hear from other people out there. Other single mothers. Other parents that are out there struggling to raise their kids while they're sick. You know, share stories, inspirations, hopes, and dreams. Because my multiple sclerosis is different from yours. And crap. I just lost my focus. I'm so sorry. And I'm going to stop saying I'm so sorry. Because I always say I'm sorry. I tell my kids I'm sorry all the friggin' time. One of the major things with my MS is I have immense guilt issues. I feel guilty when I tell my kids, oh, I'm too tired to go out there and run the streets and play with them. I get guilty when I say, no, I can't do that today. And I'm pretty sure there's somebody else out there that feels the same way I do at times. So, the more videos, the more time passes on, and the more things we start talking about, I really, really want to hear from somebody else out there. So, with that being said, thank you for watching this, and I hope you subscribe. I guess that's the word for it. I'm not really tech savvy. It's my 12-year-old that helps me do all this. She's the brains behind the camera, I guess you can say. And I guess we'll see you next time. Thank you.